It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
The 39-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage. Left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route.
Jackson.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 17's Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And some space here. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down by Cordray Tankersley.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw now. Mariota going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
To
Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Eagles 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10.
Mike 17.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards.
First and 10.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mike 17. I got him. 17's Mike. Mike 17.
Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 19-yard line.
Mike 17. Mike 17. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
From the gun, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
13, 13. Mike 17. Focus, defense, focus. 17's Mike. Mike 17.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The open man is Westbrook. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
17. Mike 17. I don't think you got it, son. 17's Mike. Mike 17. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sit up.
Jackson will throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he saw him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Jake Elliott
is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they fall.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
6-yard line.
17's Mike 17. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Jackson. A throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Jackson.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Mike 17. Here we go, D.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 17's Mike 17. Come, baby.
They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Out of his end zone, Mariota gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Hopkins on 40 extra point.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Ricky. Mike 17. Mike 17. Report. 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Operating from the gun. Jackson flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
7-yard line.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. The drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they headed to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Hopkins with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about get production from their lead horse.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a...
And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Elliott good with a PAT. His guys will take a 10-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota winds up and lets it go for... This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
His kick,
and he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Eagles 31. Washington.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
17's Mike 17.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Mike 17. 17's Mike 17.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Mike Mike 17. Courage. 17's Mike. Mike 17.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike 17.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Tyus Bowser in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood coming into this ahead of time? And maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them. But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
It's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the... And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 7. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Jackson now off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Jackson will throw again. He completes it to Westbrook.
Jackson.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. Again, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to fire this thing deep. He's got a man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake.
And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again, Mariota on second and 10. He's going to let it. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Jakeem Grant. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
4-yard line.
Jackson to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far. But a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Mariota. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
52.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
At the 25-yard line.
to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. He's back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Well, part 1 is done, now part 2.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jonathan Allen busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Watkins, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
17. Let's go. Mike 17. Mike 17. Let him know.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Now Jackson on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Give him 30 yards there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Intercepted. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Washington.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Washington, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.